Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hi, I'm Mr. Abbas, and at HFAM, I teach U.S. history and I teach government. Tonight, I just wanted to introduce you to myself, wanted to introduce you to my class, and wanted to give you two really helpful tips. So, let's get going. Hey, first of all, my name's Mr. Abbas, Tim Abbas, and this is my second year here at HFAM, and I love it. I love teaching online. This would be my 19th year teaching, and one thing that I found out is that holy cow, I love history. History is just like one big story, and there is always, one of my favorite things is that there is always something more to learn about history. It's a story that never ends, and I just think it's so much fun. I've been married for 22 years to the beautiful Mrs. Abbas. I have three kids. I have a fourth grader, I have a sophomore, and I have a freshman in college. Yep, I'm that old. Whoa. Vikings football team is the best. I know they've lost their first two games, but they are still the best. I have 32 Star Wars ties, and that's because I like Star Wars. And I'm a California kid. So I grew up in Minnesota, but spent most of my time in California. You can see that, it has some pictures there in California. So I'm a California kid. Well, what about, one of the big events of my summer was dropping my son off at college. He is going to become a nurse at Hope College, and that was a pretty big deal for us as a family. So, U.S. history, if your son or daughter is taking U.S. history, the class will be going through industrialization to the present day. Right now, we are just kind of skimming through the first 100 years of U.S. history to kind of set a foundation, but then we're going to really start to zero in on industrialization, which was right after the Civil War, and zoom on through to the present day. And U.S. history, I think, is just so fascinating because I think there's so much there to learn about our present day lives. There are so many connections. There are so many things to look at our successes and to look at our failures and to see, hey, how can I be a better person through studying about history? So like I said, I love history, and studying U.S. history is just super fascinating. I'm also teaching the United States government, and holy cow, one of my favorite trips ever was going to the Supreme Court and the U.S. Capitol. I went to Washington, D.C. In fact, I went to Washington, D.C. several times. So I love United States government. And in this class, we're going to be going over not only the philosophy of government, what is power, what's the purpose of government, what are their different types of government, but we will be digging down deep into how the United States government actually works. So that's the United States government. Well, what about two things to kind of leave you with? First of all, my number one way of communicating with students is this right here. Yep, it's this right here. It's announcements. I make announcements all the time, and usually they're super helpful. I don't just put stuff up like, yo, what up? Hi. Usually what it is it's help with assignments. There'll be extra instructions. There'll be rubrics. There'll even be links to classes where we actually go through it. And so it's super helpful. And so what I'd like you to have your student do is just zoom in on making sure that they always are on the lookout for a new announcement. And in fact, there is right now. Right now, there's a new announcement in geography, and there's going to be a new announcement in history really soon. So definitely check that out. And the last thing that I wanted to let you guys know is the best way to contact me. So I love helping out. I mean, it's just, I am there to help you out. Two ways to contact me. First of all, hey, email. So email, I usually turn email around. My goal is to turn email around in about 24 hours, but oftentimes I'm turning around that email in less than an hour. And I also love talking to you guys. If you want to call me on my school phone, that's my number right there, and my extension is 7793. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking a stop in and watching my video. You guys rock, and I'll look forward to a really great year.